think Iron Man / Tony Stark is the weakest part of this movie.
Oh, that was not what I was expecting you to say.
I don't think Robert Downey Jr.'s like made it weak. I don't think whatever. I don't think the writing of Tony Stark is necessarily good in this film. His entire like charisma's gone, right? So we had because where are we at? We've had Iron Man 3, where he's like proper like, oh, I'm down in the dumps, life is shit. Then where have we seen Iron Man since? I'm trying to think where we are in terms of the time.
Civil War. Last time we saw
Civil War. So he's got a bit of his punch back, because ultimately, like, he had to form his own troop. He's got Spider-Man on board, right? So he's not down in the gloom as much, right? He knows he's not at best pals with Captain America right now, but apart from that, we're all good. But he's in it so much, but there's no real Tony Starkisms. Like his dialogue isn't particularly like it all becomes ultra serious for him, but for other characters it isn't. Like the Guardians are still very much the Guardians, even within this mayhem. Yet Tony Stark isn't himself at all. He's just, for me, he just feels like Iron Man. He just there's no Tony Stark about it.
I think to defend the Iron Man story in this, what I see in his performance is Iron Man going, oh, they're back. This is New York 2.0, but it's going to be even worse. And he's had 6 years to deal with the PTSD from New York. He's had 6 years to deal with Thanos, and he's had Thanos in his head, obviously not knowing who Thanos is. And now all of a sudden he's been met with this really real moment after, getting engaged, talking about having kids with Pepper Potts, and he doesn't have a real plan. He doesn't really know what to do and what the play is, hence why he goes to Doctor Strange. What are we going to do? Or he tries to come up with an idea, but Quill comes in and goes, no, we're going to do this instead. He is desperate to get this tighten out of his head and get this issue gone so we can move on with this life, because he was almost at a point where he was done with being Iron Man. But he's met with this real problem where he doesn't really know what to do, and that's probably where it probably falls a little bit, because we don't get the Iron Man we know and love. We don't. No. We get this more vulnerable, reactive Tony Stark.